Hi, this is Nana Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, August 27th, 2015. As far as fire potential impacts, the main concern for this afternoon is the potential for some dry thunderstorms across the northeastern Idaho mountains this afternoon. In addition to the thunderstorms, wind may be gusty and erratic in the vicinity of these thunderstorms. Moving into Saturday, we will see the potential for some gusty winds across the same area, and so the concern is that with lightning today and some ongoing fires in the same area, this wind could have a pretty large impact moving into Saturday. Over the past 24 hours, there was a fair amount of storm activity across the eastern two-thirds of the forecast area. You can see there was a bit of lightning associated with these storms yesterday, and many of these storms were really quite wet. Looking at fire activity, there were a few new starts yesterday, but also of note are the ongoing larger fires in the central Idaho mountains. And again, there is some concern that with these ongoing fires, the windy conditions on Saturday could have some impact. The water vapor satellite, which is a high-pressure system in place across the Great Basin, was a low-pressure system across the eastern Pacific. And that low-pressure system will move into the area this weekend and bring us some pretty interesting weather. As I mentioned previously, we are concerned about lightning in the northeastern Idaho mountains this afternoon, and so we are highlighting it on our significant fire potential map. We will see some showers and thunderstorms across the Great Basin again this afternoon, though coverage will be less widespread than what we saw yesterday with some somewhat drier air. Wind speeds will be generally light across the Great Basin this afternoon, though we could see some elevated winds across western Nevada. Moving into Friday, we'll see that low-pressure system continue to make its way slowly south and east. And we will see some pretty isolated thunderstorms Friday afternoon as the dry air continues to make its way into the Great Basin. Also on Friday, we'll begin to see winds increase across the western part of the Great Basin, and you can see those gusty winds forecast across much of Nevada on Friday afternoon. As we move into Saturday, we'll see that low-pressure system make its way into the western United States, and as a result, winds will begin to increase. And winds will actually be quite strong Friday night moving into Saturday morning. And so we're highlighting the potential for some significant winds on Saturday across western Idaho. As I mentioned, Saturday will be quite windy. You can see the forecast here. Portions of western Utah, western Nevada, and central Idaho could see some pretty gusty winds on Saturday with that low-pressure system moving into place. And the thing that's a little bit unusual about Saturday is that we could see some pretty gusty winds beginning Friday night into Saturday morning. With a cold front expected to move into the area Saturday afternoon, we will see some showers and thunderstorms along with that front on Saturday afternoon, mainly across western Idaho and portions of northeastern Nevada. On Sunday, that low-pressure system will move to the north of the area, and we will see gusty winds continue Sunday into Monday. And then on Tuesday, it's looking like another low-pressure system will begin to drop into the area. And so we could see a repeat early next week of what we're expecting later this weekend. ERCs dropped pretty dramatically yesterday with the cooler, wetter weather that we saw. You can see much of Utah and portions of eastern Nevada and eastern Idaho saw quite a big drop in those ERCs with that cooler and wetter weather. However, you'll notice that central Idaho, the ERCs are still above normal. They're in that 80th to 90th percentile range, and that is where we are expecting the lightning this afternoon, and then again the winds on Saturday. Finally, looking at the 8 to 14-day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below average temperatures across the majority of the area, with below normal precipitation across the eastern part of the area. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Our contact information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.